Was good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger, man. So look, before we get any further into this video, first things first, thank God and the man upstairs. Thank y'all for the support. And man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody who wants to join the Rich Gang family, be sure to go ahead and hit that like button, but also put on post notifications so y'all don't miss when I upload every single day. Now, I got a very special build in store for y'all. One of the rarest, if not the most rare, center build you're going to be seeing all year. Going to be called the point center build. Now, we're going to go ahead and make this build out of the metric system. I'm telling you, the defense on this build is going to be real. You're going to be able to speed boost, and a lot of different things are going to come out of it. So, the very first thing that y'all want to go ahead and do is for sure put this build under the center position. Now, you can make this build out of the metric or even the imperial system. For me, I'm going to be going with the metric system today. So, when it comes down to the height on this build, go ahead and put it to 2.06 meters. Then when it comes down to the weight, go with 98 kilograms. And then as for the wingspan, we're going to go ahead and put this to 2.31 meters, and that is going to be perfect, all set right there. Now the body shape, I like build. This is going to work out for me. However, if you want to change it, go ahead and do so. But now let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the actual build. I'm telling y'all, I'm bringing y'all these fire builds every single day, as well as gameplay. If y'all want or even have a build that y'all want to see, go ahead and hit me up in the comments. Y'all see the Twitter at the bottom. You can definitely hit me up on there, or even the IG. It really does not matter, but let's go ahead and get into the making. We're going to start with the finishing side of things. So the close shot is going to be an 82. Driving layup 80. You have to keep that standing dunk at a 79. Do not go anything higher, or the build name is going to change. Now, when it comes down to the standing dunk, go with the 75, and then the post control is going to be a 75 as well. We're going to end up with 25 badges right here for this side of the ball. Really solid all around, especially with the wealth that you do get. You're going to be able to maintain a good amount of Hall of Fame badges, gold, silver, and then we get one bronze in posterizer, which is going to work out for this build exactly how we wanted it to. Now, when it comes down to the shooting, y'all know I can't leave y'all hanging on this part of the build. So, mid-range shot, you have to keep it at a 75. However, for that three-pointer, we're going to go ahead and put this to a 76. 19 badges right there, and just to be able to take this build into any game mode. Make sure you put that free throw to an 81, and we're going to end up with 19 shooting badges. Really solid for this kind of build, especially with the fact that this is easily the rarest center build that you're going to be seeing all year. Really solid all around though. Let's go ahead and get into the playmaking side of things now. So the pass accuracy I'm going to go with is going to be a 77. We're going to go ahead and max out that ball handle to a 76, which is really solid. And then speed with the ball is going to be a 68. Remember, you're always going to be able to buy boost on this build, as well as consider which takeover you do pick to even upgrade your attributes that much more. Now, you're really going to be able to speed boost with this build. Depending on the takeovers that you pick, you have the potential to get contact dunks. And then on the defensive end, I'm telling y'all, this is going to get even better right here. So, interior defense must be a 70. Perimeter, put this to a 63. Steal, we're actually going to be able to put this up to a 76. And then when it comes down to the block, you're going to be able to get Hall of Fame rim protector, and this is going to make a huge difference. So go ahead and put this to a 97 for the block. When it comes to the rebounding, go ahead and put that offensive rebound up exactly to where you get it to 62. And then when it comes down to the defensive side, we're going to go ahead and put this exactly to an 87. And right there, we're going to be able to get 25 defensive badges on this build. And I like the fact that we're going to be able to get Hall of Fame chase down artists as well as rim protector. Very clutch when it comes up to this build, especially with the build name that we're going to be getting. Now, the physicals are what is going to be left over. As you can see, we're going to be able to max out that speed, acceleration, strength. This is really optional with what you want to do. I'm going to leave it at a 45. Then with that vertical, we're going to go ahead and max it out at an 86. And then for the stamina, we're going to be able to get a perfect 90. And right here, this is pretty much what the build is going to be looking like. I really like the setup of badges that we're going to be able to get on this build as well. Really solid all around. You're going to be able to do everything that you want, and the more so that you'd be able to get a rare center build name makes this build all around that much more better, in my opinion. Now you can go ahead and take another look really quick at what the badges we're going to be unlocking, but I'm telling you, if you feel like changing anything up, go ahead and do it after we get the build name that we do want, because I don't don't want y'all to go ahead and change stuff up and then get a different build name and then come back complaining. I want y'all to get the build name first. Then from there, you can go ahead and explore with what you want. But now I'm telling you, this is easily the best way that you can go about it being made. I have seen this build made, but I did not see it with Hall of Fame defensive badges such as rim protector or even chase down artist. But when it comes down to the physicals, luckily we are not lacking anything here as well. The build is somewhere around 6'9", and then when it comes down to the wingspan, that is really solid as well. But as you can see with these takeovers, we're going to be able to get the slashing, sharp shooting, playmaking, and then finally we do get the rim protecting. So there are a lot of things that you must consider here. First, if you do decide to go with the playmaking takeover, in takeover, you're going to be able to speed boost with this build. However, you still have that potential if you're running with teammates that have Hall of Fame, floor general, and as well as bind boost. But if you do go with the slashing takeover, you're definitely going to be able to get the contact dunk animation. So that is why I say that on this build, you're going to be able to get those contact dunks. It just comes down to which takeover you decide to pick. If you want to go with the most potential when it comes down to unlocking animations, I would go with first, we're going to go with the sharp shooting, or you could really consider this if you want to go with the slashing. Picking both offensive takeovers is really something that I would consider, but you can always go with first whatever is going to be based on your preference, and then the second one, just to be safe, I like to go ahead and run a defensive takeover. I'm going to go with paint intimidation, and as y'all can see, we have made the first ever point center build exactly how I have showed y'all. I love the comparisons of Bam Adebayo, Karl Anthony Towns, as well as Anthony Davis, y'all. This build is really going to be one of the more rare center builds that you're going to be seeing all year, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at this. So essentially, like I said earlier, if you did decide to go ahead and pick the sharpshooting takeover, that's going to give you a plus 10 right here. So essentially, mid-range shot in 85, and then when it comes down to that three-pointer, this is going to be an 86. If you buy boost, both of these are pretty much going to be in the 90s, and then if you're running with teammates that do have floor general, you're going to be able to be in the mid to high 90s here. Then for the defensive end, you get a plus 10. So essentially, with boost and all things taken into consideration, you're going to be able to get a 99 defensive rebound, block, and then when it comes down to the steal, this will be in the 90s. Perimeter defense has the potential to come up to the 80s. And just know when I'm adding all these stats together, I'm considering a few different things. First, which takeover you picked, which is going to give you a plus 10 to whichever category you did decide to pick for. Then also a plus 4 from bind boost for every single category. Running with teammates that have floor general and defensive leader, which is going to actually be a plus 4 to both the offensive side of every single category as well as the defensive side of things, y'all. So really, you do need to take into consideration what kind of builds you're going to be making, as well as what the stats are going to be looking like when it's all said and done. But now, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of these badges. The first one I'm going to go with is, of course, going to be bronze posterizer. Then from there, I'm also going to go ahead and add in unstrippable on gold, and then silver back down punisher. I really like slithery finisher as well, and then also I'm going to add in fearless finisher. Fast twitch is another really good one. You cannot forget about limitless takeoff. And then for the last 4, if you want to spread the wealth, that is definitely one way you can go about it. But again, just know, if you feel more comfortable putting on certain badges than what I'm showing y'all, go ahead and follow what your heart is telling you to do, y'all. Now, I just got to go ahead and say, to give y'all the daily inspiration, please do one thing extra today in order to reach your goal. I promise you, you keep doing that, eventually you're going to have a brick wall built up of what you've done for your success. And I promise you, whatever goal you have in mind, you can definitely get it if you put a plan behind it and put God in the middle of it, y'all. But now, let's just go ahead and continue with the breakdown of these badges. As you can see, when it comes down to the shooting, I really did go ahead and put on badges that are primarily going to help out my shooting percentage. Now, when it comes down to the playmaking side of things right here, you're actually going to be very careful with what you pick. Reason being is because you want to put on all the badges that are going to help you out when it comes down to the dribbling. Of course, you want to go ahead and put on handles for days, quick first step, space creator, and even triple threat juke are badges that I like to run. However, be sure to put on unpluckable on silver. That is going to be a huge help on this build. And then for the last 2, you can go with downhill as well as tight handles. Now let's go ahead and finish it off with the defensive side of things, y'all. We're going to go first with Hall of Fame Intimidator as well as silver rebound chaser. Then from here, I'm going with rim protector and Hall of Fame as well as chase down artist. Now, if you want to, for the last badge, you could go with Hall of Fame Hustler or Spread the Wealth like I'm going to do here. I would go with bronze clamps, and then from there you're also going to be able to go ahead and add an interceptor on bronze. I also like tireless defender, and then for the very last couple of badges I'm going to go with worm on silver. And this is a setup that we're going to be running 25 defensive badges, 19 playmaking, then we get 19 shooting, and then to wrap it all up we get 25 finishing again. Thank y'all for the support. Thank you most of all to the man upstairs. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I got the bangers dropping daily. So, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody looking to join the Rich Gang family, be sure to go ahead and turn on post notifications as well as hit that like button, y'all. And, man, I just want y'all to know that I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. And whatever goal is on your mind and on your heart, I guarantee y'all, follow that regardless of what the circumstances are. And I promise you, you're going to end up doing something that might surprise you. Man, I love y'all again. I thank y'all for the support. Thank you to the man upstairs. With all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Thank God and Rich out.